Hi everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing okay. So hopefully you'll be able to hear this once I'm in game. I've had a bit of a nightmare trying to balance the audio for this because it seems to be really loud in some places and incredibly quiet in others. So it's been a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, so today we're going to be playing some PSO Episode 3 Card Revolution, just for a change. So it's been a while since I played this on stream, and I basically want to do another break from PSO this week, as in PSO 1, 2 and Blue Burst. This obviously is very, very different. I also know that a couple of people want me to stream this as well, so I thought, yeah, we'll do an Episode 3 stream for a change. So we are going to be playing online for this potentially. It'll depend on if anyone can get online. So there is a server called Ragol.org that you can use, and as far as I'm aware, you can connect to it via GameCube or through emulation. I am very, very low level, so I have terrible cards, so do not expect much. You have no speakers for the GameCube. Higher level than you online by 1. Yeah, so I've basically had to put this little background at the side of the screen because obviously with this being a GameCube game, it's natively in 4:3 aspect ratio, which does not look good when it's stretched at all. Your GameCube's upscaled, your vision is augmented. Okay, so we've got Kilniath. And immediately we get this horrible sound clips that episode 3 introduced. I have no idea why they decided to introduce these. Especially when you can do things like...
Bravo!
It's awful. Hi, LGP. Looks like I have to update DNS settings or something to connect to the server. That's really odd actually, because I didn't have to change anything. I know obviously last time we played this online, I think we played together, so I'm surprised you have to update it. Yeah, so we do have a Discord server as well for anyone watching, so feel free to join us over there if you want to join us. We do play games off stream as well. Yeah, just let me know what the balance is like. If it does need adjustment, I'll just let me know. Hopefully it looks okay. Obviously my camera might intrude a bit onto the UI, but hopefully it won't miss anything. It's like you performed a ritual to some way. Yeah, well, I did say certain people have wanted me to stream episode 3 for a while, so I know you're one of them. Your first PSO experience in weeks, and it's all episode 3's fault. Yeah, this is like the closest we've got to PSO for you in weeks, isn't it? So the idea is, if we can get a few people, we'll do some online battles. Speak of the devil. I was going to say if we couldn't get any battles, then I would just do some story, so we would have still played anywhere. I just need to point this out now. So I have mentioned it on Discord, but the PSP2 video for this week is going to go live one day late. So it will go live on Tuesday to members and Thursday to everyone else. It's just I've had a lot on this weekend and just haven't been able to spend enough time to put editing time in. So it's mostly recorded. I just need to actually do the editing for it. So it's going to be one day late for that. The stream will still be on Wednesday as usual. Yeah, PSO episode 3, so I know it's very rarely played, so I thought we should probably play it. So if anyone else has this, like I say, you can still connect your GameCube to this server, and you can also potentially emulate it as well. So if anyone else wants to join, feel free. It's the ragol.org server. Classic yesterday, Garb. Why is that a question? Which lobby are you in now? Well, I guess... Yeah, actually, that makes no sense, does it? Because surely... Yeah, that makes no sense at all, because if you were saying that to someone, you would be in the same lobby as them. It's an actual online... It is. Yeah, so episode 3 does have an online element to it. I play on an actual hardware, is this emulated? This is emulated currently. I do still have the original hardware as well. The problem is if I use my GameCube, basically when you capture the GameCube, it looks very rough. I could probably do with getting a HDMI adapter, which would make it look a little bit better. But yeah, I emulate it just to make it look better on stream. The downside is I can't really use my save file, so I'll have terrible cards. Yeah, Kilniath is playing on GameCube though. So if you have your GameCube version and you've still got your broadband adapter, you can still connect to this. Obviously not the official Sega servers, this is a private server called Ragol. Courtesy of LJP selling you the broadband adapter. PSO2 had a card game too. It does now on NGS. So NGS now has a card game called Line Strike, which is very, very different to this, honestly. I like Line Strike for what it's worth, but it does play very differently to this game. But it does use some of the music from this game. You wish that someone would do a remake or redo this game. The combination of card game and board game positions is quite unique, I think. I can't think of much that's like it, honestly. NGS is an Ep3 imitator. Yeah, so we'll get into a game in a minute. I'm just giving it a couple of minutes just for people to get in if they want to. Yeah, if one more person wants to join, that'd be really cool, because then we can do 2-on-2. Board game and card game. Actually, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses was kind of similar, wasn't it? I did play that a little bit. Obviously, the game itself is very different, but I get what you mean about it being a mix between a card game and a board game. Typing is hard. Oh yeah, because you're using the GameCube, yeah, I guess you'll be using the software keyboard. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Dice Monsters. I don't think I played it. I think the only Yu-Gi-Oh! Game I played, there was a Game Boy Advance one, which was just like the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. I think it was called Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championships or something. And then I played Duelist of the Roses a little bit, which I think was PS2, I think. Welcome to my GameCube episode 1 and 2 experience. Yeah, I also used the software keyboard for a long time until I got very sick of it. You miss when companies do experimental games like these. I mean, episode 3 at the time, I've mentioned this before, it was not a popular game because a lot of people were not happy to turn PSO into a card game. I don't mind it because it was online at the same time as episode 1 and 2 anyway, and it's so different. To me, it's not an issue because if you wanted to play episode 1 and 2, you could just play episode 1 and 2. Yeah, people basically wanted PSO 2, not actual PSO 2, but a game that was essentially PSO again. Which I guess they got with Blue Burst to an extent. Hub looks like normal PSO. It's very similar. I mean, this lobby is from episode 3. So obviously, if you watch me play it on Blue Burst, we used this lobby on Blue Burst. Well, this lobby wasn't on Blue Burst normally. That was added on the private server. I promise not to look at your screen when we battle. Yeah, no stream sniping. I will not pose much of a challenge because I'm using terrible, terrible cards. And then Universe came out and people probably didn't like it that much. Yeah, Universe also was not liked when it released. It seems to be a running thing with Phantasy Stars, honestly, that whenever the new game comes out, no one likes it. You only have good guy decks, no Arcs decks. I tend to play Arcs more, honestly, just because it's so different. You'd have to take turns having the CPU on your team. I mean, you could balance it by having like a decent CPU, I guess, if you've got one. Yeah, you can have a CPU, yeah, so I think you could do like one person in a CPU against 2 people. Obviously, it's not ideal, but... Well, what I'll do is I'll make a game, and if people want to join it, feel free. You made the mistake of playing NGS. I don't mind NGS for what it is, but it doesn't really feel like a Phantasy Star game to me. It's probably the best way I can put it. Oh, nice. My keyboard is actually working for this time. Didn't work last time. So password, as usual, will be stream. I will leave it on view battle allowed as well, so that will mean that people will be able to join to spectate if they want to. I also love how you can do this with the loading screens. You can change the colours and make a noise. Yeah, you can also make noises if you spectate. So you can boo me mercilessly every time I make a mistake. So the story in this game had no relation 1 and 2. It does. So the way that the story works in this, it's, I can't remember how many years it is after, but it's set long after Blue Burst. I want to say it's about 30 years after, but I could be wrong. I missed. But yeah, it's it is connected to the episode 1 and 2 story, sort of. I sort of want to do a lore video on it, but the problem is that there are a lot of branching paths in the game and the story, so it'll be near impossible to do a lore playthrough for. So what I have found is I have found like a summary of the events that happened in the game, so I might be able to do like a discussion video where I discuss the events of it instead. Welcome to super bright PS. It is very bright, isn't it, compared to episode 1 and 2? It's like they made some generic game, couldn't sell it, so they had to tag on PS Store aesthetics for the nostalgia hype. Condensed video just going over the lore would be cool. Yeah, that might be the way I do it. It's just because it would be a ton of work to actually do a playthrough of this. One, because the game is very, very hard if you don't have good cards. And because there are multiple branching paths as well. So it's really difficult to do an actual lore playthrough of it. But I think the lore is interesting enough to cover. you feel that NGS dives too much into the modern futuristic visual we have today. It is a very, very different game. Except I don't mind if what it is, the combat is reasonably good. You know, for character creation, it's amazing, but it doesn't really feel like a Phantasy Star to me. Thank you for the guild card. Now remember how to send mine. There it is. You'd have to pull over some lore from PS0. Yeah, PS0 sort of links to it as well to an extent. Can vary wildly depending on what main you use. Yeah, when I played it, I really struggled with some of the later bosses. You summon Pot of Greed to attack mode. I sent data to your GameCube memory card. That's cool in 2024. It is. It is kind of cool that you are playing from a GameCube in space year 2024. Alright, so let's have a look at the card decks that I've got and see what I'm actually using, because I am not working with much here. What I may do is I may try and maybe get a HDMI adapter for the GameCube and maybe try and stream this again with my GameCube file. If my GameCube lives long enough, may also have to buy a new GameCube. So given that these are called starter arcs and starter hue, I'm not too confident of this. I mean, Barbel's not too bad. Yeah, so if you've never seen this game before, it is basically PSO turned into a card game. So the Hunter side use Hunter gear, so they use weapons, armor, shields, mags, techniques. And then the Arc side use creatures from PSO to attack with. You always read Barbel as Barbie. I do have a random Hello Rappy Plus, which is SS rank. I think it's because they rebalance the drops on this server as well, so we you get some better cards when you win. Cease Forest. Not allowed to use any forest monsters. F3 has the best OST hands down. That's really hard for me because I love the episode 1 and 2 OST as well. But I also agree that F3's OST is amazing. This song in particular, I love. So we do have Dub Chicks, that's good. Also have a Chaos Bringer, which is interesting. Is there a drop rate in this game that's also ridiculous? Yeah, basically getting any S or SS rank card is really, really difficult generally. Like Kilniath said as well, especially if you play on the offline or on the old Sega servers when they were up, the chance of getting S or SS rank cards is next to nothing. If you haven't unlocked or modded Wii, you can use GCMM to transfer GameCube memory cards to PC via SD card and load the saves into an emulator. I do not have a modded Wii, but that is maybe a reason to get one. My GameCube is kind of dying, so maybe I should just get a modded Wii. Spin Rappies, you ended up encountering a King Rappy for a trial. Don't know how rare that is, but you got a bunch of stuff you'll probably sell off anywhere. Yeah, occasionally you do get the really huge Rappies. You can get, I don't know how big it was, but you can get massive ones as well. I think all cards have the same rate now. I think that's really good because some of the cards were near impossible. I mean, some of them were literally impossible to get once the servers went down because there was a few cards you could only get in online card auctions. Yeah, I mean, this deck is not going to be great. I'm just going to put that out there. F3 has cards for the Photon Blast, which were disabled in vanilla. Yeah, I've seen the artwork for the Fowler Photon Blast. And yeah, it's nice that they've actually put them in F3 plus. Right, so yeah, so these card decks are absolutely terrible. So we can try a battle, I guess. Who's going to team up with an NPC? Who has the best cards? You'll take the hit. That was actually in word select. Don't mind waiting if you want to sort a deck. Honestly, I don't really have enough cards to put a decent deck together at the minute. Again, on my GameCube file, I would. So we will play this again once I've got the GameCube file sorted. It was in word select about battle detail. Oh yeah, yeah. Who is going to team up with the NPC? Which map should we battle in? I have no idea. I did see a comment as well, Kilniath, about the battle timer. I will increase it just so you're not like rushing to try and sort your cards out. Default timer is awful. So I do want to look at the map actually and just see, make sure it's not a massive one like we had last time. That is a terrible map. We could do... Yeah, we can do Malaventi first. Is that Italy and Sardinia? Yeah, the map that you picked last time, I think it was the final boss map or something, wasn't it? And it was huge. It took like half the stream to get across the map. So phase duration. I do wish I could set it to no limit. I guess the reason they did it is so that people can't just hold the match up. So 60 seconds is the highest I can put it. Cards allowed all. Min roll 1, max 6. Would you prefer it on defeat player or defeat team? Defeat team. Min roll 2. I can put it a min roll 2 if you want. Is everyone happy with that? Otherwise we can rush the NPC. Team, since you have the NPC, fair enough. And so are you all happy with minimum roll 2? You can also do common HP as well, which I think just gives you like a combined HP bar. Hi, Chenton. Yes, you don't get the caster fiasco and roll 1-1 for the first 5 turns. It does, but you can still rush the NPC. Yeah, I think it's not too bad if you had 4 people. I think that's fine. So what I'll do is I'll put me with this absolutely terrible deck. And then Minsk, I don't know if you can choose the NPC that you're with, or if I have to choose it. What even are the chances? Yeah, I mean, rolling double 1 5 10s in a row is rough. Oh, cool. Is Minsk going Arcs or Hero? I have no idea because their deck is just called Deck 2. They're giving nothing away. We have this weird team of half Arcs, half Hunter. Yeah, you on the other hand are giving everything away. I mean, to be fair, mine is called Starter Arcs as well. So I think everyone just has to confirm. Alright, let's go. To be fair, my main deck was called Some Cards. Praise for no crashes, hopefully. Time to duel. Where motorcycle? We haven't got to that episode yet. I just realised I'm gonna have to be careful about what I say on stream about my hand, because Mince could could capitalise on it. Yeah, that'll do. It's not great, but it'll do. Speak freely. You have this, but you got no idea where your Wii is or if it even still works. Yeah, I'll play it very defensive for now. Can't attack on first turn anyway, so... This is where Minsk just pulls out all the Ubers. Oh no. Shark versus Fuzzy Shark. I know this is going to get destroyed. I'll give you a hand with the Gal Shark.
Action.
What does that do? I already have that on this card anyway, so that's fine.
Defense.
What does that do me with basically every card? I still find it weird that They use like the grass assassin dying noise. No alt tabbing to check the stream. I appreciate you going by the on assistant. That scares me, the Elysian, though, because I know how scary that card can get. Oh Jesus, we've got a boomer. You put the opponent on timeout. Yeah, has a sword in hand, proceeds to egg minions on. Yeah, get them to do the dirty work instead. But to be fair, he is a humour. Yeah, 4 players can play. The really cool thing as well is that offline you can play with 4 player with 2 controllers. Pretty poor roll that turn. I basically got the minimum I could get.
Defense.
So unfortunately I don't have enough AP to attack anything. Yeah, the way it worked is if you were playing it offline, you could basically use 2 controllers and you could just pass the controller between each other. So like one player would take their turn and they pass it to the other player and then they'd take their turn. You have a partisan, you're happy. Sounds like a great party game. I mean, yeah, it is genuinely a really fun game. I think it's just because it was so different at the time that a lot of people just didn't stick with it. I'm just looking at the gear that they've got equipped and I have no idea how I'm going to get through that.
Defense.
Jesus. The downside is, well, you're going to get more TP now because of this. Even if I guard that, it's still going to kill, so... So long, go Volma. Yeah, if anyone hasn't tried this game, I would encourage you to try it because it is genuinely a really fun game and the story is actually really good for it as well. I'm getting some poor rolls here. I'm just thinking, do I just go for that and get a sneaky attack in? What do I even have? How do you know whose monster is whose? With difficulty. Ah, screw it, I'll put Wolf there. You just gotta keep track in your head, yeah.
Defense.
Oh, nice. It would be nice to draw any of my decent monsters. I've got a couple of decent monsters in the deck, but just not drawing them. think I need to change my strat a bit. Looks like you got a bottom deck Exodia. It feels like it. Right C-stick also rotates camera. That it does. Oh, and that actually just put a colour underneath the things on the field as well, so you can see what belongs to who. That's actually really useful. I feel like that evil shark is going to get obliterated. I always like that the Arcs guys have the special weapons in the red hollow look. Yeah, because I guess they're all using this new card technology, aren't they? Is the NPC running away? It does look like away.
Defense.
Hi, Boink. I'm genuinely worried about this illusion because I think every time you kill something, it gets stronger. Yes, it does. That worries me. Wait, did that evil shark actually survive the turn? I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it did.
Change. Dice.
Come on, big roll.
Set.
Big roll. Just got terrible, absolutely terrible monsters. I can't stress how bad these are. I'm going to put that there just to box that in. I wouldn't really say winning. I'd say not a lot is happening. See, I don't want to go there in case you've got anything like Barter or Zonda because you might be able to hit me.
Action.
So what does this do? +1 and AP silence. That's not bad. I'm worried to destroy that because if I destroy that, it's going to let you through. Well, I need to try and stop that illusion, so...
Defense.
Your GameCube just made a hella click sound. Ooh, that sucks. You also have the physical cards as well, Sky. How many are the total? I think there's about... I want to say there's either 12 or 15 total, but I only have about 4 or 5 of them. As far as... I don't even know if they sold them anywhere. The only way I know of getting them for the episode 3 cards is through buying the soundtrack. I don't fancy spending £60 every soundtrack just to get a few cards. I've got one, that's enough. Oh, still no good cards, man. I really wish I could use my GameCube file because I have some really good cards on that. Cease Claw. I feel like I'm in danger.
Defense.
Yeah, Minsk is going ham. There's no point even trying to defend those because it'll still kill. I'm just glad you only got 1 TP from that and not 2. Let me take care of this, please do. I have a partial set of the physical episode 3 cards if you're interested. Possibly. I'd have to see which cards it is because I've got a few of them. This is a very worrying situation actually that I'm in here. Who's wishing it was defeat 1 player now? I wish it was at the minute, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run away. Because for those of you who haven't realised, I have no monsters. I think I'm going to be dumping most of my hand at the end of this turn. And praying. But at least highs is taken care of. Alright, Kilniath, you got this. I believe. So we're going to ditch that. That's a good card, but I'm ditching it because I'm going to ditch that as well. Okay, there's a chance. Have you seen the episode 1 and 2 PSO playing cards are released? I've seen the ones, I think it was the PSO 2 card game where there was some PSO 1 characters in it. Do you mean, when you say playing cards, do you mean like traditional playing cards? Because if it is, I think I've seen those.
Defense.
There's a lot of very strange PSO merch. Like I know you can get things like dog tags as well. Yeah, I have seen those. Yeah, they're really cool actually, but I don't know if I'd really use them for anything, or I think they're pretty cool. They are a pretty cool bit of merch, but just not something I've ever really been interested in too much.
Change dice. Set.
I would bring that on, but I can't attack if I bring it on because I'd have no AP left. As much as I want to bring it on. Ah, screw it, I'm doing it. For the stream.
Action.
As one of the very few half-decent cards I've got.
Defense. Draw.
It's going to take a bit to get through that Kasami Bracer though.
Change.
One thing I like about this game as well is that the battles do actually generally last for a little while. Particularly 2-on-2s as well, they take a lot longer. It is quite a genuinely strategic game. You do have to kind of think about what you're doing. which is my downfall because I can't think ahead. I feel like there's a slash coming here.
Change dice.
Okay.
Set.
That's clutch. What is your range? That is good news. Yeah, that's good actually.
Action. Defense.
You remember having to leave the GameCube on overnight because you were half through a big fight and had to go to bed? It doesn't hit very hard at the minute. The way that Chaos Bringer works is basically when things die after it's brought on, it gains some attack power from them. So at the minute it is pretty weak, but except if I die, yeah.
Draw.
So that Sammy Bracer is sticking around.
Change.
This is also probably the only time in PSO that I'll play as a Humor. The only reason I'm playing as him is because I don't have the other hunters unlocked yet. Again, if I was playing my GameCube file, I would. I tend to use Rufina mainly, the Unuel. Or Krenu, the 4-mal actually.
Defense.
You're using a lot of AP for that. I can't protect the dub chick. Yeah, that was very scary.
Change dice. Set.
You wish it was an undo? Yeah, so do I.
Action.
I don't know if this hits you. We'll do it this way, just to make sure.
Defense.
So I'm figuring that Minsk has used quite a lot of defense cards, so I don't know how many you've got left. Eep. I like how underwhelming that hit from the Flowers feels. It has like no impact whatsoever.
Change.
Just a slight bonk, yeah. I mean, to be fair, it probably hurts about as much as the Flowers in PSO does, so... Unless you're talking about the 3084 anyway. You have no idea what health is, it only shows... Yeah, it only shows everyone else's health. You only know your health when you're in your turn, which is really useful. You are on 9 HP. So I'm pretty sure the bringer... Oh. I'm guessing must have used quite a lot of AP to use the shift emerge.
Send.
You're still trying to understand what's going on. It takes some getting used to. Essentially, Mist, I am... So I'm playing as the Humor, and the kind of character I am, I basically summon monsters. So I'm using the Chaos Bringer. And Kilniath is using Hunter Gear. I genuinely like the strategies in this game. Same, I think it can be really complicated sometimes. So I will not move Enzo.
Action.
So you have what, 2, 3, so that would be 5. That would also be 5.
Defense.
Using all the weapons. It can be a blessing and a curse using loads of weapons with Hunter, because if you're using a lot of low rank weapons, which you need to use a lot of them, if the opponent can destroy them, it'll chip away your health really quickly. But it's also really good for getting tons of attacks in. I think Minsk lives to fight another day. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would have killed if you hadn't guarded it. Let's split up into 2 groups, everybody. Yeah, I mean, that's generally how you play as a hunter, isn't it? You just basically put a shield on and force them to attack the shield. But for anyone who doesn't know, if you play a hunter side character, if you use a shield, your opponent has to target the shield over your other gear. So they have to destroy your shield before they can attack everything else. The ultimate insult, death by cannon. Probably quite tough because it has 0 attack, I think, to start with. You have 2 shields. That's the downside of Ark's characters, so the Ark's characters can't use any gear. So the story characters for Ark's side are really vulnerable. Which is why you probably notice I hang back quite a bit. You basically get your monsters to do the work for you and try and block the opponent in. You're going to take out the bringer. I don't want to die.
Defense.
Final attack, probably.
Chain. Dice. Set. Move.
I can't even bring the cannon on, actually, LJP. I don't have enough points for it. Yeah, I should be fine.
Action. Defense.
I was meant to attack with the shark as well, but for some reason, when I pressed for next, when it went the shark, it just went to next instead. So you might get another turn. Or maybe not. No. GG. And we get rank E. Now, the reason for that is because the way the ranking works in this game depends a lot on time taken and damage taken. So honestly, in most battles online, you'll end up with a really low rank because you'll take quite a bit of damage. You'll take quite a while. You got A. You got B, sorry. I'm going to guess that for me, it's maybe... Let's have a look. So... I did reasonable attack damage. Does it tell you individually? I think for me it's probably just maybe because of damage taken. You love the level clear tune. Yeah, the episode 3 soundtrack's really good. Alright, best part of the game. Cards. Please give me something decent. Windmill. Woo. Yeah, not brilliant. You got a Prophets of Mortar. Oh, nice one. Does colour denote what you get? I think it does influence it slightly. It's only a very slight difference, though. The text is exactly the same as Dynasty Warriors. Yeah, there is a very slight sort of chance of getting certain types of cards more in certain colour packs. I can't remember the order of the packs. I think the first pack might be the one used for creatures, maybe. But I could be wrong. Alright, what do I have for a Hunter side deck? Do I have anything good on this side? Probably not. Black is equal, green is action, red is gear, and blue is monster. It could be. I genuinely can't remember. So Slicer of Assassin instant kills anything with 3 or less health. If they have 3 or less health left, which is really cool. But it doesn't affect story characters, and it only has 1 HP, so it's probably going to get destroyed as soon as you use it. I do have Rika's Claw, which is nice. It's also very, very hard to bring on though. So again, for anyone who hasn't played the game before, these coloured dots at the top of the card, they represent the dice roll that you need to bring it on. So for Rigger's Claw, basically I need to roll a 6 to be able to use it, and then I wouldn't be able to attack in the same turn, because that would also use 1 AP. How's the card Disco Braveman? Level 3, 7 HP, 3 attack. But it loses 1 HP every time it attacks, which I guess is meant to represent Berserk. I mean, 7 HP, 3 AP, and hits 3 squares. It's not bad. Probably not as broken as it is in old school PSO, but he says old school PSO. Bear in mind, this game is like 20-year-old as well. You rarely use anything 5 or 6 mini round 3 and 4s. I tend to use, on my GameCube file, I tend to use maybe a couple of 5s, but it's very rare. I do have 1 level 7 monster, which is Epsilon, but that is next to impossible to use. You need to use a dice bonus to even be able to bring it on. Man, I really do not have much cards on this. Wow. There's just nothing. Good Epsilon can go to hell. I can't even remember how good Epsilon is in this, to be honest. Another match to get more cards. I'll be there in a second. What does Halarapi Plus even do anyway? For each turn, story character is set this card, recovers 1 HP while it's on the field. That is great, but it has 2 HP. So it's just going to die as soon as it gets hit. Panams is really good, yeah. I unfortunately don't have one yet on this file. But yeah, Panams is what's called a guard creature. Dub Chicks are also very good. So Dub Chick, first of all, if it has at least 1 HP at the end of the turn, it fully heals. And it's a guard creature, so if your story character gets attacked, the damage goes to the Dub Chick instead. The only downside is when it gets destroyed, your story character loses 3 HP. But if you can keep a Dub Chick alive, it's a very, very good card for Arcs decks. Yeah, Dub Chick is super useful. I mean, any guard creature is good for an Arcs deck. Exactly, yeah. I mean, the 3 HP is probably less than you would have lost anywhere. But there is a few different guard creatures. Yeah, and we do have 2. What else do we have in this deck that we could change out? Ideally a level 3 monster if we can. I could maybe take out a 2. Yeah, you were doing about 10 damage, so obviously if I can stop that from going on my story character, it's really useful. I guess that shields are kind of your equivalent for the hunter side. So Recon Box can summon recons for free, which is cool, but I don't have any recons. Lose the Rappy maybe, or the Claw if you're using a Poison Lily. I mean, all of them are kind of garbage, really. Any gear, those shields have higher HP. I suppose shields make you attack the shield as well. Swap a Boomer for the Barbel. That's probably a good shout, honestly. I know Boomers have higher attack power, but Barbel is another guard creature. Yeah, we can try that. do have a Gal Shark there actually as well. They're actually not bad. They're not very good against story characters, but they're good for taking out gear. Honestly, it might be worth using over the Go Vulmer, honestly. The AP silence is quite nice, but also very easy to kill. Actually, what I may do is I might remove one of the evil sharks and put in the Gal Shark instead. Can't even make an Arc deck because you haven't clicked on them once, so you have no story characters. Bullclaw isn't bad, but it moves really, really slowly. Only has 2 AP and it can't use any attack action cards. Why is that not in my deck? Heavy Slash is super good. I know you can't see, but it's AP +4. So let's try and get that in. Let's take Bind out because Bind is garbage. Heck is GN attack, gun attack. So what it does is it does 1.5 times more damage when you attack gun items, and gun attack, so any gun that attacks with it does 1.5 times more damage as well. There's also ones for sword and technique weapons, and there's also ones for like native altered beast machine dark. Does anyone ever use Bind? I don't think so. That's a scary card, that stamina. It sets your movement to 9, which is really, really good because it means you can get around the map really quickly. But it also sets everyone's movement to 9, so your opponent can get to you faster as well. And that scares me. It makes guns the best to take out guns. Yeah, so guns will obviously do a lot more damage to guns, but I mean anything will do more damage to guns, and guns will do more damage to everything else. But yeah, I suppose using a gun against a gun would be even more damage. Stamina is like hitting the time limit on worms. Still not happy with that deck. It's lacking a lot. Well, I think we need to do at least one battle on Tower of Caelum because we need to hear the music. I like how this all resets. So you get NPC again. It's up to you, Minsk. If you want to go with an NPC, that's fine. I mean, I'm happy to go with an NPC, but I think I only have like the very early ones. So it'll probably be a very easy victory, is all I'm saying. You can go NPC. So Kilniath said you can go with NPC. So we can try it if you want. I'll set min roll to 2 again. So I really don't want to use my Hunter deck because it's even worse than my Arcs deck, but I guess I'll try it. I always got Memoru. That feels bad. I like Memoru. I don't want to beat her up. Very early NPCs. I don't know if Memoru is that early. She's cool. I really like Memoru. don't know why they let you do this in the loading screen, but I'm happy they did. This click again, lovely. Wish you could remember your deck, but it's eluding you. You had no S-rank storage, you never got it online. You could get S-ranks offline. Oh god. Hi. This is the downside of episode 3, so you can use those sounds. Yeah, Sega thought this would be a good idea to have those sounds in the game. And you can spam them. Why they thought that was a good idea, I have no idea. You say silver times 2, but it's actually silver times... There are 3 silvers in this match. Can you tell we're at early game? That is not a great hand, but it'll do.
Dice.
So it's silver versus silver versus silver versus Memoru. Memoru clearly didn't get the memo.
Send.
Who they got to do the female Bravo is beyond me. Yeah, they made some very weird decisions with this game. Actually, if we're going first, I'll just... Yeah, I may as well load up.
Bravo!
Great! No! Okay.
Her Memoru is the only arcs. Again, I have no idea why Sega thought it was a good idea to have that in the game.
Action. Draw.
Hi, Comanche, good to see you.
Change.
Look at this dude using ultimate monsters. The music has ramped up.
Change. Dice.
Yeah, this track does bop. This is probably my favourite track in the whole of episode 3, I think.
Send.
Whole soundtrack slaps. It really does. Loving the love, it's man killing it. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, I don't think I can hit both there. Sure.
Action. Defense.
And just needs the whole soundtrack in it. You've heard this track hundreds of times due to this being the setting for the only good 2-player mission option. I'm sorry, Memoru.
Draw.
I really feel bad beating Memoru up because she's one of my favourite characters. I'll ditch one of those.
Change.
Just remember the game always uses its guard cards in the first attack. Yeah, that's basically what I do when I'm playing offline. I'll always do like a... It's almost like a dummy attack for your first attack. So use your weakest monster first, and then follow up with your big attack. I feel like I'm taking a few hits this turn.
Defense.
13 damage, excuse me? Yeah, so at the minute we've got, so there's 4 of us, we've got 3 people, so it's basically 2 people against 1 person and an NPC. Again, if anyone else does want to join, feel free.
Change.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around how that did 13 damage.
Set.
Your Silpher deck sucks. Yeah, so does mine. Is that what it was? It was guard Slayer plus shield attack. Fair enough. At least it was only a barrier I lost. I think I'm happy there.
Action.
As much as I would love to use heavy attack, I have a suspicion they're going to guard it if I use it now, so... use that first. And then I could... maybe do this. No, that won't work. Let's go with the normal hit, I think.
Defense.
Your deck's sick in this game. Have your OG saves from launch day of this game on GameCube. I've still got my GameCube file. It's just that at the minute, I can't transfer my GameCube file over. I'm going to try and get a modded Wii if I can to be able to do it so I can use my actual file. Because this is still a really early game one. I do have a file where I've got loads of really good decks though. Yeah, the attack cards, they do change. I was thinking that the Canadine was in a slightly different place to where it was. Well, that's Memorial taken care of. That was quick. So now apparently all I'm drawing is defense cards. I'll get you next time, everybody. Talk about Attack of the Clones. Yeah, it is now just down to 3 sulfurs. Again, if I'm playing my GameCube file, I'll be able to vary the characters up a lot more because I've got them all unlocked. Yeah, not so much on this file. You need 1 person to make a fair feel the bot is useless. Honestly, some of the later decks that the NPCs use are actually pretty good. But yeah, just at the minute we've got 3 people, so there's not a lot we can do. It is basically the Spider-Man meme, isn't it?
No!
Yeah, Sega putting soundboards in the game before it was even cool.
Set.
It would be nice to have a hand that had something more than just attack and defense cards.
Action.
Right, so I'll save that for now. Did you start playing today? No, I've played this a long time. It's just that to capture it on stream properly, I'm basically having to run it through an emulator, so I don't have a current save file. So that's why I'm using really early game stuff. I do have a GameCube file where I've pretty much completed the game, so I've played it quite a bit. Nowhere near as much as episode 1 and 2, but I have played quite a lot. I'm not good at this game though. I do find it funny that it's just 3 sulfurs. Now, if only we had a dice bonus. Oh, let's be honest, I've got so much equipped at the minute that I probably wouldn't be able to bring it on anywhere. You have a deck built all around beefing up tech monsters like Grand Sorcerer. Yeah, I've got a Grand Sorcerer on my GameCube file. That is a brutal card. I like you as well, I have a deck built around that. So, like Chaos Sorcerer, Grand Sorcerer, and so on. They are very, very nasty cards. I'll tell you what, another card I really like is, I've got a machine deck that uses Sinnoh Reds. Sinnoh Red is a really nice card as well. Yeah, I think machines are probably my favourite architect to use. On this I need some better machine cards though. You didn't know you made it as you had a deck of guard monsters and spent the whole time running away. Should play 6/6 dice rolls, all chaos breaks loose. So, interesting little bit of trivia about this game is this was the first game to have Delrappy in it. So Delrappy is the only episode 4 monster in this game, and the way you get the card is by getting every card in the game. Yeah, I can't set anything else, I've got too much on now. Actually, I've got some cards I can use with that, so we should be fine. I'm going to use this just to try and get some extra damage. Rarest cards, crappiest rare mob. It's one of the strongest monsters in the game as well. It's almost impossible to bring on though. Sounds like a you problem, kill me off. Oh, big hit. Another big hit. So yeah, I think next time we do stream this, I think I will try and get my my GameCube file working. Just let me do some proper battles then. Again, for anyone who might want to play this, the server that we're using at the moment is one called Ragol.org. So there is full instructions on there how to access the server. And you can do this from original hardware. So if you've got a GameCube with a broadband adapter, you can still access it. Or you can do it through emulation.
Nice. Send.
Oh, it's such a shame I can't bring the Rika's Claw on. I've got too much equipped, so I can't use it. I cannot remember what that does.
Action. Defense.
Again, wish there was an undo. It would be nice. I mean, I guess it makes you think about your moves more because there are consequences to it, but you wish you could break your own stuff to take a -1 HP hit to bring out other stuff. That'd be really cool. Obviously, they would have to make it so that it didn't affect things like revenge, but I think that would be a really cool change, honestly. Didn't realize max move was 2. I think it depends on your character, doesn't it? So
Change.
I suppose that's the downside on this game though, of using like the really high cost cards. I think if you use the high cost cards, you can't use much else with them. So particularly with the arc side, it is really difficult because if you use a high cost card, it leaves your story character more vulnerable. And Guy Kill would have to still take damage from it or he'd be busted. Yeah, he would.
Defense.
Maybe your teammate can support. Oof. Oof. Yeah, we're not blocking that. Yeah, the Del Rappy card, Boink, I think it's got about 30 health, I think. I can't remember what its attacks like or what its rules are. But I know I'm pretty sure it's a 7 cost card as well, so it's almost impossible to bring on. Played online in the old servers. At one game I had my Grand Sorcerer up to 22 attack on techs. Yeah, Grand Sorcerer was one of my favourite cards when I played a Ruins deck.
Action.
In retrospect, I should have probably used the Partisan as well, just because we can't use the Disco Bravement at the minute.
Defense.
The other team quit because I was hitting for 22 plus with spells like Rafai and Rabada. To be honest, I think I would quit if you're doing that. Because, you know, you're going to win very, very quickly. So that's one of the slight issues with Ep3 is that the balance was a little bit all over the place.
Draw. Change.
I like how all the decent cards are now showing up right at the end of the battle. Dead mag noises. Oh, Eleanor would be sad. I mean, at least it isn't a real mag.
Defense.
Yeah, I'm holding on to it because I can't use it. I've got too much equipped, so I think because it's like level 6, I think your limit is about, is it around 8 points, your limit that you're allowed to use? And I think Disco Braven is 3, so... yeah, go on then. 8 is the limit, fair enough. Yeah, so if you use like a 7 cost monster, you can only bring on like something like a Ragrappy to go with it.
Change. Dice. Set.
I think there's no sense really trying to get the Raker's Claw on now.
Defense.
Oh, using Gizunder. Yeah, that's nasty. Nah, GG. You did lose. To be fair, you had an NPC, so... Your criteria of joy if this game came back in NGS. Yeah, I mean, I do genuinely like Line Strike in NGS. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I managed to get A rank somehow. You had a Del Biter and all you could pair it with were Claws and Bugs. It made Longarm one of the scariest attack cards in the game. Yeah, I never had Del Biter, but I think it had really high attack power, didn't it? Right, come on, big money cards. Not really big money card. Also not big money card. Come on, please give me something I don't have. That would be nice. I'll take that. That'll do. I've got Dovuic and Pushan. So this server also has some cards enabled that weren't actually enabled on the Sega servers, which is why there's no card art for them. They also don't show up here. Yeah, I really like Barons. So again, it's a guard creature with 11 HP. It has Guard's Demolisher as well, and it gains AP equal to the damage it receives. So as people hit it, which they will because it's a guard creature, it gets stronger. And it hits 3 squares in front of it. So much like PSO, Barons is really, really strong. Only downside with it is it costs 6 to bring on. And it also, yeah, it does also look like a gorilla on a tiny bike, as Kilniath said. Survival defense card go burrow, pretty much. Thank your stepson for that gag. Yeah, I can't unsee it now. So at some point I do need to make a machine deck once I've got some more decent cards. I just need to get Sinnoh Blue and Sinnoh Red back. And ideally a few Sinnoh Beats as well for spam. Who's going to team up with NPC? I mean, I could try it if you want. Again, I don't have good cards, so it will probably be a very easy win for you, but you've both been with the NPC now, so I kind of feel like I should. Yeah, we need to bring this guy in. You would edit the game file, so instead of its mechanical mood noise, it sounds like a squeaky tricycle. This guy's tend to lose now. Yeah, definitely. Again, for anyone who might not know, we are streaming simultaneously on Twitch and YouTube as well at the minute. So if I'm responding to comments that you can't see, it's probably because I'm responding to the other platform. I have no idea what we even bring out for this. I mean, you really don't want a final boss map. You really do not want that map. Wish you could give NPC characters one of your decks. That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting actually to see how they handle it, see how they use it. That's great. Ragrappy's pretty terrible anyway, so I'll probably never be able to use this, but it's in. Friend and I resorted to plugging in other controllers to play against ourselves because the NPCs were too easy. I mean, honestly, I think what a lot of people did with this game as well back in the day to get good cards is they would just go into a two-player map. And basically, what you would do is you would make a deck to battle against. So what you tend to find is that there are certain cards that if you get them, you can make yourself get like a turn 1 win or turn 2 win. And you would basically just do that against I guess like a dummy deck that would just take losses. And you would do that to spam cards. Because obviously, as you've probably seen, when you're taking damage in the battles, it affects your rank at the end quite a lot. So, and that affects the number of cards that you get at the end. So a lot of people would just do that deliberately to get S ranks over and over again to get more cards. Terra, you own Boomer. Honestly, real talk though, Boomer isn't a bad card. Considering it's only like a low-cost card, it's not too bad. I hate England. Terra, you hate canoeing. Kilniaf hits everything, even me spamming my Discord soundboard. Right, so what have we got map-wise? I love how there's this map. And we can't do it because we're in 4-player, but it is literally just 2 squares. Yeah, the boss maps are just huge. Yeah, it'd basically just be a Hunter Duel, wouldn't it? Because you wouldn't be able to use any Axe cards because your character would be blocking the space. Yes, so that is the map I think that we used before, and it took forever to get anywhere. Those ones don't look awful. You're gonna grab a snack now? Yeah, no worries, Vector. It's a slightly bigger map than we used before, but I think that's probably doable. Yeah, we'll try it. Might have traps. Makes it more interesting, doesn't it? Right, I'm getting obliterated this time, by the way. Oh, why have I gone back at the map again? Watch Sky win. If I win this, it's a miracle. Yeah, I'll go with the NPC this time. Was it this one? No, it was this one. I also hate how when you change the map, it resets all the rules again, which is super annoying. I kind of feel like an arc stack is probably a bad idea here because it's a bigger map. So it's easier to get to my story character. I'm going to do it anyway. Save me, Inolis. Maybe next fight don't have dice exchange on. Is dice exchange the one where when you roll like a low attack dice and a high defense dice, it switches them? Can't remember now. Ah, fair enough. I don't necessarily mind that. I suppose it does help when you're with the NPC because if your defense is higher, then it's going to let you defend more, I guess. Right, I'm going to get absolutely destroyed here, but finally get your revenge on the Nugleth outside the central base. Oh, nice one. Again, this also has banging music. F3, the OG. It is really nice to play this now and again. I know it's not going to be a game that everyone likes, but it's just so different to the every. Cease claw.
Action.
So it's an action-packed first turn. Look at Inulus just going in. Close, yeah, it is, I suppose, a little bit better than the Lily at least. At least it does 2 damage. Obviously, I know it does less to story characters.
Draw.
I kind of feel like Inulus doesn't know what she's getting into here. The claw can also move, that is a good point. You feel like range weapons are basically the only way to really survive if you aren't dexterous with melee. The Hunter side characters are really hard to use. I think the thing you need to be aware of with the Hunter side characters is making sure you don't get blocked in, particularly on the small maps. Because if you get blocked in by an axe character, it's pretty much over. All Cannadines gain AP equal to the number of Canaan on the field. So you have to have multiple Canaans to get the boost. But they're level 3 each, so you're not going to get many. It feels like a card's the wrong way around almost.
Action.
We'll give a warning shot.
Defense.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense, does it, Theo? You would think that Canaans would get the boost for the amount of Cannadines on the field because Cannadines are on level 1, so you could spam them. Because really, So I don't know if you just can't attack with that weapon. But yeah, it's an ability on the Go Vulma. It basically silences your AP on that weapon. Yeah, sure, why not?
Defense.
Jesus, illness. Really against you, so ending with high attack cards is sick. He is really, really good if you've got some good high attack cards. It's like risk reward with arcs, isn't it? Because obviously the big risk is that you're putting your story character in line of damage. A lot at the minute. Maybe it is worth it.
Defense.
Oh. Don't know why I did that. It actually helped Dashy because it did reduce some of the damage, even though it still killed it. So it'll help towards rank slightly. Freeze my hand up a bit as well, I guess. I wasn't actually meant to use it though. Gizonde is really, really good, yeah. Thanks for the help, List, by the way. Much appreciated.
Set.
Well. Unfortunately, just completely stopped drawing defense cards. I think if I could have survived another turn, I could have been able to bring the Barbelon or potentially the Barons. Level up. Well done. Right now, give me cards. Yeah, you only get 2 cards for losing, unfortunately. We've got a Garuda. Can I turn that into a striker unit? Well, that was brilliant cards. Well worth it. The crazy thing is, on this server, the cards are actually easier to get as well. The cards on the old Sega servers and offline, they're also tied to your character level as well. So as you level up, you have a slightly higher chance of getting better cards. You got a Mirror Carol. Oh, nice one. I think, is Mirror Carol, I'm pretty sure that's a level 7 monster, isn't it?
No!
Yeah, so unfortunately, nothing good at all. I don't think there's any point editing the deck as well. You two should do 1v1, my dog is being needy. It's big. That's one I never got. Yeah, I never managed to get that either. I think on my GameCube file, I've only got a couple of S and SS rank cards. I think I have Chaos Bringer Plus, Epsilon. There might be one more I've got maybe. It's up to you, Kilniath. Yeah, I mean, if you wanna bow out for this one, that's fine. I think me going 1-on-1 against Minsk is probably not going to end well as well, because I just don't have the cards. I mean, another option we could do is we could do a 2-on-2 again. Well, 2-on-2 against 2 NPCs, but like potentially boost the NPCs up to give them better decks. So that's another option. I think I will look into trying to get my GameCube file though, because it would make it a lot better. I think the battles would be a lot closer as well. Let's go against the comp. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, we can try that. Why my dog insists on playing with throwing toys and my little officer, I'll never know. You're gonna make a new deck? Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so on the Sega servers as well, they used to have what were called card auctions. And you could basically, from what I understand, I think there was a chance of getting like a special card that would allow you to join the auction. I may be wrong on that. I never managed to get one. But the card auctions had like loads of the really high-end cards like Lavis Cannon, Dark Floor, things like that. I think on this server they've just made them all available now. Isn't there a way to get Mazetta in Ep3 too? Yeah, honestly, I can't remember how you do it though. It's been so long since I've actually played it to any real degree. Yeah, there is a Mazetta stat, yeah. Where is it? There. Yeah, honestly can't remember how you actually get the Mazetta though. Whether it's from online battles or tournaments or something. I wonder if it's like a tournament prize or something. Could be totally wrong though. Honestly, when this game released, I didn't really play it online. I played episode 1 and 2 online on GameCube, but I didn't really play episode 3 online much. I mainly played it just offline, did the story, and did free battles. But yeah, I think if you like PSO and you are into collectible card games, well, this is a really good game to play. There are absolutely tons of cards in this game as well. So obviously a lot of these will be grayed out because I don't have them, but you can see how many cards there is. I want to say it's about 400 and something. So yeah, well, we've got like, so 461 is there. Oh yeah, it does say at the top, yeah. I totally missed that. So yeah, there are 477 cards on this server. You need more new cards before a new deck. Yeah, that's where I am at the minute as well. If you want to choose the NPCs we go against, by the way, that's fine. You might have some better decks than I do. Yeah, no worries, Minsk. But yeah, so just while Minsk is AFK for a bit, plan for the channel for the next week or so. So again, the PSP2 video is going to be on Tuesday instead of Monday for members, and it will be on Thursday instead of Wednesday for everyone else, just for this week. There'll be a stream as normal on Wednesday, which at the moment I haven't really decided what I'm going to play. I'm tempted to just play some more Diablo 2 Resurrected because I'm really enjoying it. And then next weekend stream, we will either do PSU or PSO, one of the two. Diablo is fun. No, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I know the Wednesday streams are always a bit quieter, but I'm glad people seem to be enjoying them at least. D2, D2, D2. Yeah, so we played quite a bit off stream. I think we're up to, what is it, about the middle of Act 3 we're up to now? It's almost 500 cards, if you're not mistaken. Yeah, on this it's about 477. You could add a PB and see if you can use it during the match. Yeah, if you want to try to. If it crashes, it crashes. Yeah, I don't know what was happening with Diablo when we played yesterday. For some reason, the chat just totally stopped working. Fix it, Blizz. Yeah, so the Wednesday stream will continue to sort of switch around for different games, but you know, if we do find a game that we like, then maybe we'll play that for a few streams. So at the minute, I am really enjoying Diablo 2 Resurrected, so yeah, we might just play that on Wednesday. You think I'm delayed on vids because we played a lot of Diablo? I mean, we have played a lot of Diablo, but the main reason that I'm delayed on vids, so the way I normally do things is, because I work Monday to Friday, I tend to do all of my channel work on the weekends. So what I normally do is I record my PSO video normally on a Saturday morning, and then the PSP2 video on the Sunday. But this weekend, I've had a lot on, so I've had like a load of furniture delivered and stuff this weekend, so it's just been near impossible to fit time in. But Diablo may be an issue as well. To be fair, how often do I delay videos? Not very often. This guy's decking out his pad with his Twitch funds. No, I literally got a new bed because the frame broke on the old one. It was out of necessity, believe me. Yeah, it was an old bed, but yeah, it's just part of the frame just started breaking, so awkward when that happens. Yeah, it didn't happen for that reason. Yeah, and then today I also had to buy a load of clothes as well because my shoes for work decided to get a big hole in them. And I only realised when it was raining a lot on Friday and my feet got wet. So yeah, it should only be for this week. They weren't pre-marked. They were. I think is it Deichmann? I think it's called. It's like it's some German shop. To be fair, they were only cheap shoes. Not sponsored, by the way. You bought a random pair from Amazon and they've lasted you 4 years. Last Primark shoes you bought lasted 2 weeks. I don't think I've ever bought any clothes from there, to be honest. Want to do common HP? We can try it if you want. Yeah, we can try doing common HP. I don't think I've ever tried it before, so it'd be interesting actually. That looks good. To be fair, I used to walk everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I do walk a fair bit at work, to be honest, because so I work in a hospital, and it's one of the biggest hospitals in the UK. And just to get from the car park where I park into work is like, I think each way is about just under half a mile. And that's just to get from my car into work, so... So, can you choose the team, Minsk, or is it locked to me? That looks like you can actually, yeah. If you want to pick the NPCs, that's fine. Surprised you use miles instead of kilometers. In the UK, we use miles. At least you get free hospital parking. Just refuse to go to the hospital and not pay for parking. Would you believe that I don't get free parking? I pay £25 a month for the privilege of parking at work. You'd strike for that. It does suck. Like, I don't know why we have to. The place I work at, their view is basically, well, if you don't want to park there, you don't have to. Yeah, the UK is very weird. We basically use Imperial when we feel like it and metric when we feel like it. But for distances, we always use miles. Canada is similar.
Start.
Wait, make me go against Rufina. Oh, this is going to be rough. Hopefully she has no attack action cards, because that scares me. I feel like I need to roll a 6 and assert dominance here.
Change. Dice. Set.
I did not roll a 6 to assert dominance. I honestly can't remember what bulk does as well. I'm going to assume it's something like destroying itself. I'm guessing it maybe destroys itself to take you down. They're farming those dudes in hard. I'm going to assume that it's going to destroy me when I attack it.
Action.
But I'm happy to throw a Savage Wolf away for that.
Defense.
Wow.
Draw. Change.
Its ability has a 30% chance of KOing another card. It also blows itself up and does 1 unfilial damage. Oh, okay. It was an effective turn use, yeah. We summoned a wolf that did nothing.
Change dice. Set.
Man, these rolls are horrible. You got double six. Oh, well, yeah. Please do something then, because I can't really do anything. Yeah, double two is double one at the minute because we are minimum roll 2. So yeah, enjoy that. I'll leave the wolf there for now.
Action. Defense.
They are really keen on defending this bulk.
Draw.
Another very action-packed turn.
Change.
Will anything happen in turn 3?
Defense.
It would be really funny if that bulk came back and just destroyed the wolf. You can only cry my name if you get 5 turns of double 1.
Change dice. Set.
And we can't attack the bulk this turn, but we got it. Now we just sit there menacingly. Everyone who played PSO is now hearing the Baron's noise. It is slightly vibrating. The Garons is doing it as well. I think they do that in PSO though as well.
Draw.
So unfortunately we can't attack because the Barons cost 6 to bring on. So again, another action-packed turn.
Change.
I'm kind of scared of the bulk because the bulk could technically destroy the Barons.
Defense.
Which hospital do you work on, Sky? So you could probably work it out if you looked at ones in my region. Where I work, I mean, I'll tell you what department I work in, but yeah. So I work in radiology. Right, so how does your attack work again? It works on damage, doesn't it? Yeah, that's fine.
Action.
I'm going to attempt to kill the bulk again. Radiology is not treating the big C. No, that's radiotherapy. So radiology is essentially what most people call X-ray. I don't actually work with the X-ray machines. I basically do all the like the quality management for them. So I basically make sure all the the safety protocols are followed and things like that. I'll attack with Endo as well, actually. suck at anything biological. Give me a computer, explain it, but anything medical, you're at a loss. Yeah, so radiology basically deals with X-rays, CT scanners, ultrasound, things like that. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, I mean, things like X-rays and CT scanners, they do increase the risk of you getting cancer potentially, but it is a very small risk. Obviously, the benefits pretty much outweigh it most of the time. Oh, you work in respiratory? Oh, cool. Yeah, before this, I used to work in medical physics, which deals with, well, the part of medical physics that I worked in deal with sleep conditions, so we work with respiratory quite a lot. I heard a horror story about some software issue causing CT scanners to kill people. I don't know if I've heard that. I know there was issues in, I think it was in America, with MRI scanners, with people accidentally taking metal things into MRI scanners, which is a terrible idea. Bear in mind that MRI scanners have huge magnets in them. I never heard of that mist. Yeah, basically everything turns into a very large projectile. The one that I heard of was someone basically got pinned to the MRI scanner by, I think it was like a patient trolley. So they basically got crushed against the MRI scanner by a big metal trolley. I've also heard of oxygen cylinders as well, going airborne. Again, this doesn't happen. You know, this is the kind of thing where it happens once and then everyone knows about it. Yeah, it is not a good idea though. There is a reason why they ask you not to wear anything metal in an MRI scan. So my Barons at the minute is basically just sitting there to protect Endu. So I'm actually going to send Endu up a bit because by doing that we can maybe get a bit of damage on the Barons and get its attack power up. He is just vibing, yeah. You move too slow. Just setting on some more very old machines causing burns and stuff. I know that things like phototherapy cabinets, which are used to treat things like psoriasis, they can burn you if they're set wrong. So you can't use MRI if you have surgery like metal replacements. Yeah, I think if you have anything like metal implants, I don't think you can have MRI scans. They would typically use another type of scan instead. It's way too dangerous.
Defense.
Baron Skylight drops Incesta, right? Need one more. It does. It's also a 1 in 11,000 though, so not the best drop for Cincesta. Yeah, the good thing is that there is plenty of different scans that you can do. So if you can't have an MRI, there is other scans you can try doing instead.
Change.
Can you imagine if the game glitched and a non-EP3 party joined in, just ARPG killed your mobs? We need the drops.
Defense.
I'm kind of scared that Rufina has moved towards me. Like, she gets double attack power with attack ration cards. I don't know what the point of that was. It does feel like I'm on a timer now because I feel like we need to kill them before Rufina gets near. Thankfully, no attack action card this time. I'm going to let that go and let that go on the Barons. Again, Barons being a guard creature, it takes the damage for me. And Barons' attack increases the more damage it takes.
Nice.
Which kind of fits with how it works in PSO, I guess.
Set.
Unfortunately, I can't really bring much on at all because the Barons is taking almost all my points. Except for one-shotting level 200 characters, he should do that too. I'm going to advance the Barons ominously.
Action.
Yeah, that seems good.
Defense.
It's interesting that they share HP, that really. That was over very soon. So I guess if you use common HP, maybe you should like massively increase the HP bar or something to balance it. It's the first time I've ever used it, so I wasn't sure how it worked. Congratulations, rank D. It's like, hey, congratulations, you suck. Yeah, I think because we're on common HP, I think what you must have to do is increase the HP amount by quite a bit. Or is it experience week on Affinia? I might actually log on this week then, just to level my, try and get my 4 mal to ultimate. I realise I haven't played much Blue Burst recently, so I should probably get back on it again soon. Oh, nice. Cool. Another Halarapi plus, because why not? So I'm assuming Oblily kills. Minor Death. Destroys the opponent if the opponent has 3 or less HP after a successful physical attack. No effect against story characters. It's kind of a shame it doesn't affect story characters. Well, that's quite nice actually. AP plus 5. Machine Slayer, Machine Half Guard. I mean, it makes sense with it being called Anti-Android Rifle. Or A.A.D. RFL. Yeah. Fun fact, if Oblily uses HP attack, it'll kill itself. Really? Yeah, Punch Guard's not too bad. I think they should use a smaller font. Yeah, I don't think I've had Oblily before on this, actually. I imagine Oblily would be really good against Arc spam decks, or even Hunter spam decks as well, that use a lot of low-cost cards. Because it would just kill a lot of the low-cost stuff. Isn't AADRFL what you call it when you roll on the floor laughing but harder? when you recover your GameCube memory cards, you have to trade the good stuff over. The only big downside with trading in this game is that to do it, you need at least 2 copies of the card. So if you only have 1 of the card, you can't trade it. Yeah, so you basically have to get 2 copies of the card before you can do any trades. Which is a very weird decision, but that's how it is. The only block for Minor Death is a guard card like Cancel or Aegis Guard. Yeah, so you can discard cards. The only use I see for that is if you have 99 of a card. So if you have 99 of a card, which does happen later, because you get some of the common cards over and over again. Basically, when you get a card that you've already got, there is a small chance of the card transforming into another card. But I believe that if you've got 99 of the card, it can't transform. So you need to basically discard 1 to allow it to be able to transform if you get it again. No, it's a wrap. Discard is a card. So maybe we've got time for 1 more, maybe. Let's see. What maps haven't we done yet? 1v1 time. The issue with 1v1 at the minute is that Minsk actually has some cards. Yeah, on this file I need to do more stories well so I can get more of the story characters. I think what I'm more likely to do though is try and get my GameCube file over if I can. It might take a bit because I'll have to get a modded Wii, but it might be worth doing. Because honestly, I would like to bring my GameCube episode 1 and 2 characters over as well. That would be quite nice. You're missing a lot of the action cards. You can get a Wii pretty cheap and it's easy to mod yourself. Does the modding involve soldering at all? Because I do not possess a soldering iron. No soldering, okay. Oh, I know what map we haven't done. We have not done via Tubus. That's SD card only, okay. That seems really easy. I think what we'll do this time is we'll do team HP again, but I'll up the character HP. So I'll set it to 25. And I'll go with the Hunter deck this time. It's also easy to mod a Wii U, but can't see the benefits since you got a Wii U for 2 games and you have those 2 games. Full silver, let's go. I don't think I've fought KC before. You fought KFC before and you won many times. This is a really cool map. So we have 3 silvers again. And we rolled double 1. Nice. Space relay. Okay, there's a chance.
Start.
Hit KFC, never eaten something so greasy yet so dry in my life. That Merlin does scare me because I know they are quite good.
Change dice. Set.
Ah.
Action. Draw.
Yeah, I mean, I've had KFC around here a few times. The one near me isn't too bad. It's not my favorite fast food though.
Change.
Honestly, I actually really like Tim Hortons. One's just opened here recently. We've got a Five Guys open here recently as well, but Five Guys is like
Defense.
so expensive for what you get. Yeah, Tim Hortons, that's Canadian, isn't it? As long as you have something equipped, the Merlin can't SC slay you at least. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm hoping I can get the Rika's Claw on. Hopefully. Ah. Downsides, I need a 6 to do it.
Set.
I think for now I'll hold off on the Rikas then. Just in case the Merlin manages to break through my gear. So we're taking out this Merlin then.
Defense.
It's Canadian. You're in Vancouver now. Oh, cool. Oh, close.
Draw. Change.
I'm drawing a ton of gear, but not much else. The village has a chili, a Chinese, and a kebab house. Yeah, that is quite nasty. Merlin is a really nasty card, honestly. Oh, there are 2. That's great news.
Dice. Set.
Oh, terrible roll, man. Illusion is on your side. That's great news. I will try and take this Merlin out. Yeah, Vector, McDonald's does differ depending on where you go to it. So when I went to Japan a few years back, I went to a McDonald's there, and the menu was totally different.
Draw.
Right, I don't need that custom barrier at the minute. I'll ditch that for now as well.
Change.
I would like to stress that when I was in Japan, I did not just go to McDonald's. I did go to loads of Japanese places as well.
Defense.
Yeah, I feel like these guys are starting to pop off a bit. Oh dear. So I borrowed that illusion.
Change. Dice. Set.
In the UAE, it has turkey bacon, and in Portugal, it has beer. There's not a whole lot I can do this turn, really.
Action.
As in nothing. Kissy might be my new favourite character. Frozen Shoot, yes please.
Defense.
Yeah, Merlins are really scary because they do 6 damage regardless, but they also have SC Slayer. So if they hit you without any gear equipped, they do 9 damage instead.
Change. Defense.
I will reduce that just to try and stop it from getting through my gear. Instead of gifting a Twitch sub, you give food to kill me off.
Change. Dice.
Yeah, it feels like the NPCs are putting up more of a fight this time. These are slightly more advanced decks, so...
Set.
So I have 2 bits of gear equipped. I'm going to equip the mechs as well then. You'd rather get food than a Twitch sub. Hmm.
Action.
I could go off the attack on the story character, but I kind of want to take care of the Merlin.
Defense.
They're quite keen on keeping this Merlin alive, apparently.
Draw. Change.
Now I'm thinking about it, the best fast food's got to be grilled chicken Portuguese style, since Portugal is the place for it. Oh, now they've got a pan arms on. Great.
Defense.
This is actually quite a good deck that KC is using. Yeah, so Minsk is using slightly more advanced decks. Because I'm still really early in the game on this file, I can only use the really early NPC decks.
Change. Dice.
So KC will take some damage if we can kill the Panarms. But Panarms also have weak hit block. I'm trying to remember if Merlan's a guard demolisher as well. I've got a feeling they are. I have 2 bits of gear equipped. I'm still going to equip it anywhere, just for the protection.
Move. Action.
Oh, they have high rank Slayer instead, okay. Oh, thanks for the bits, dude. Cheers for that. I'll go for it.
Defense.
Yeah, much appreciated, dude. Of course you use guard. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, the problem with this Panarms is we need to do at least 4 damage to it to hurt it. And it's a guard creature. We have finally managed to hit the Merlin down, which is great news. Until he inevitably puts another one on. You guys know why. You also appreciate. Oh, thanks for that, guy. Yeah, really, really appreciate that. You know you don't have to. You built Kill Nyath in bits.
Change.
I don't expect anyone to use bits or sub or anything. I'm honestly just happy with people watching.
Defense.
Jeez, these NPCs are going off. I feel like we're up against it here.
Change.
Look at Panarms just staring at me ominously.
Send.
I'm just wondering, it's on shared HP at the minute. KC has a guard creature up. I'm just wondering, is it worth just double teaming on Silver instead?
Move.
I think that might be the play because the Panarms is going to be really hard to kill if they keep guarding.
Action.
I won't be able to attack this turn, but 2 silver versus 1 silver sounds familiar.
Draw.
Yeah, we put on shared HP this time, so I'm just thinking it's going to take potentially a long time to get rid of that pan arms, because if they keep guarding, it's going to be a pain to get rid of. Oh god. For such a common card, Hildebear is really scary.
Defense.
You gotta love the monkey noise. I would defend if I could. I'm barely drawing any defense cards.
Change. Nice.
Realistically though now, KC has the Pan Arms and the Hildebear on, and I think that takes him up to 8 points, so he won't summon anymore.
Action.
So I'll lead in with the daggers just to try and force it a block. Then I could AP Silencer as well, which might be really useful actually. I'll try it. I'm not going to combo with Slash this turn just in case she blocks it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Defense.
Okay, that's the shield gone.
Draw.
Is card ever unacronymed in game? If not, I propose it's creature and resource deployment. I'm trying to remember what card actually stands for now. If they say. I honestly can't remember what the acronym stands for. But no, I think it is always acronymed.
Change.
It does actually explain a bit about the card technology though. If you do the Dangerous Deal Black Paper or Black Paper's Deal quest in Blueburst, if you speak to Sue, you'll ask her about why she wants photon crystals and she'll tell you why, and you can sort of put things together from that. It's only a little bit of text that tells you about it, but yeah, it does kind of explain a bit about how the card technology happens. That's a really nice card. Well, so long, Durandal. CARD is an acronym for Compressed Alternate Reality Data. There you go.
Change. Nice.
The hit so hard, Minsk went ape.
Set.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Oh, that doesn't really sound good. Well, I will try and attack her a lot.
Action.
There's no point using the slash cards here, really. It's only got 1 HP left on the coloured bulk, so... yeah, we'll go for it.
Defense.
Could have slashed the Hildy and Silver. So this is why I'm not good at this game. It feels like I have like 1,000 different defense cards. Well, we got rid of the Calibog at least, that's something. I'm holding up this claw again, but I really don't think I'm going to get to use it again. You spent some channel points, you can flip emotes to the power. I haven't even looked at what the channel point emotes, what the channel point rewards can do. It's just the default Twitch ones, whatever they are.
Change.
It looks really odd. I've just thought of this. It looks really odd seeing a Panams walk forwards. You can make pop-ups and stuff up here. One guy who streams days has one that says, "I see you," and it shoots him up every time. Oh, that's cool. That you can put the shades on the emotes. I'm going to dodge that just so you... ah, but you're not going to do 6 damage. You're going to do 9. So it's not worth guarding. Good call. I feel we're maybe onto a loss here. Right, and turn them black and white as well.
Change. Nice.
Yeah, I can't remember what hold does. Is it like paralysis? But not paralysis?
Set.
I mean, you kind of look like he's shocked. How do you know it's like paralysis? I'm going to put another shield on. I know the Hildebear's going to destroy it, but it makes it attack that. Yeah, we only have 6 HP now. That's not good. So if I go there...
Action.
you can't move or attack. Great. Hold is no moving or actions. Oh, that's really not good.
Defense.
Yeah, I think this may be a loss.
Draw.
It's like listening to hold music on the phone. Yeah, I think we're done this turn. Hopefully this shows that the NPCs can actually be reasonably difficult. Yeah, it's just weird seeing a Panams walk forwards because in PSO they always sort of sidestep.
Defense.
You know it's bad when Sky sips the blackcurrant and vodka. I assure you there is no vodka in this because I don't drink. Not yet, anyway. I mean, sure. I mean, at this point, does it really matter? base hunter stuff is hard to work with compared to starting Arcs cards. Yeah, I feel that some of the early Arcs cards are actually reasonably decent. I mean, Hildebear, for me, is a really decent card, honestly. Even things like the Evil Sharks and Boomers, honestly, are reasonably good for low level cost cards. Yeah, no worries, Minsk. I think we're done, to be honest. I'm just going to keep swinging. Sorry, I meant Blackcurrant and SGS Corpium. I mean, there's plenty of SGS Corpium.
Action.
I should have probably done the dagger attack first there, actually. The man.
Defense.
What is that red drink anyway? It is blackcurrant. Red drop juice. Yeah, drink that and then rares start dropping. If only.
Change.
I feel like they're just styling on us a bit now.
Defense.
You've got an Elysian in your hands. Hopefully you can survive this turn to use it. At this point, yeah, I'm just going to throw out guards.
Change. Dice. Set.
Why are half the NPC weapons transparent though? They look as bad as Charles in Instant Adventure 1. So the transparent weapons are all the Arcs weapons.
Action.
So the Arc story characters use transparent weapons for some reason. I'm just going to go for it. There's really not much else I can do, to be honest. Yeah, screw it, we'll do it. Adds a little bit more damage to what we've done, potentially. I guess to show they're not Hunter. That's a really good point, actually, yeah. I suppose by doing that, it makes them look different enough so that you don't confuse them for Hunter-side characters. Well, there you go. I took care of the Panams and got us a dice bonus, at least.
Change.
They're just enough. I'll wrap his cube.
Defense.
It's crazy how strong Double Saber is, actually. That's really high attack power. I know it damages itself every time you attack with it, but +4 attack on it is really good. I think we're just prolonging the inevitable here.
Set.
And unfortunately, I've still got too much equipped to use Raker's Claw. I will throw out the Del Saber Shield. Just to try and defend myself a bit. You're playing Sonic Adventure 2 yesterday? Oh, cool. Yeah, the bot is very lit today, isn't it? Go for KC. I mean, I can get over to him, but I can't attack him this turn.
Action.
You have cheaper viewers on asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. That's the really funny thing is that the bots come in, they try and drop a link, and the link just gets banned anywhere. Kind of like the bot's username. What is it? Bankrupt or Phantasy? Maybe that's why it's trying to shill links, because it's bankrupt. Oh, Jesus. Well, it was a good plan while it lasted. The Corpium juice again.
Defense.
Cease pan arms. I'm not going to block that in case you attack me with anything else. More like banned corrupt. Ah, well done.
Change. Dice.
This battle feels like it's going on forever.
Set.
It is. Have Gizonda. We do only have 3 HP left, so that's not great news.
Action.
There's no point actually going towards KC because the Panams will block the damage anywhere. I think that might be enough damage to hit the Panams, maybe. Can't remember.
Defense.
Gizonde is so good. Very nice. Oh, you just one-shot the Panams.
Change.
Hopefully he doesn't summon another one. Could have attacked KC after all. Yeah, turns out good. What you'll notice with me playing episode 3 is I will make mistake after mistake after mistake and never learn. I think I can let that go through. At least you got some defense cards anyway. Like Kasami's hanging in there.
Change.
I think I'm just going to rush KC.
Set.
I think we have Dice Fever active at the minute, so we're on double sixes. So I'm just going to go to him and attack him with everything I have. which admittedly is one weapon.
Action. Defense.
That's okay, we're still doing damage. So you're saying there's a chance.
Draw.
Right, I'm ditching Reekers.
Change.
This is such a close battle. Oh, that's a problem.
Defense.
That won't reduce it enough. I don't think. That is fine. Comeback of the decade. I'm not sure yet. It's still really, really on a knife edge, really. I will reduce that just so I take one, just to slow you down destroying this.
Change. Dice. Set.
Yes, I think it was Dice Fever, so we're getting really crazy rolls. I'm going to stay where I am. Because if I attack KC, the damage will go on the Panams anyway. I wonder if I do that, if it'll AP silence the Panams or if it'll AP silence KC. I'm assuming it would go on the Panams. They'll go on the Panams, okay. At least slash instead then. Hopefully that might kill the Panams. Man, that's a lot of damage. Ah. I mean, you see why they're defending the Panams. I think we're doing pretty good, honestly, considering this is like the starter hunter deck. Another Imperial pick.
Defense.
I'm not blocking one damage. Protection is such a weird card. NPCs have tons of it, but my friends and I maybe got one the whole time we played. Yeah, I think I got one as well. But it feels like every NPC team you fight later has it.
Dice. Set.
I think it's worth... is it worth putting the handgun on? We do have the Del Saber shield, so we can probably afford to have another weapon. Because we are on really low HP at the minute. I think it's worth it though, as long as I can keep the Del Saber shield up. So I will lead in with this first. Just to hopefully trick them into using a guard card. I don't know if they will, but...
Defense.
Yeah, so that won't do anything because it's got weak hit block. I was hoping to maybe waste a guard card on it. Guess I have to all have it because it's used on ally only. Yeah, I'm guessing it makes it so the NPC teams can actually work a bit better.
Change.
I do feel like we are just prolonging the inevitable here, though. I think we're on 1 HP left, so if any of our gear breaks, we're done.
Defense.
We did go out fighting. And to get this far with these decks is saying something. Yeah, we're getting very close now. Well played. Ooh. 1 HP left on the Elysian. Yeah, start clenching now.
Change. Dice. Set.
I really don't know what I can do to help now because I can't really... I do have a handgun, but the Pan Ams is still alive, which is a problem. Yeah, I really don't think there's much I can do now.
Action.
So again, I'll use that to hopefully try and trigger them to use a guard card. I'll try and take down the Pan Ams at least. I think the NPCs are clever enough to not waste handgun KC, Durandal, Pan Ams. Problem is the Pan Ams is a guard creature, so even if I attacked KC with the handgun, the damage will go on the Pan Ams and get blocked. Oh wow. GG. That was clutched. GG on that. Congratulations, rank E. I can assure you they're not that clever. Also, so they will waste guard cards. Yeah, that was really well played. We earned that E. Oh, another Oblily. I'll take that. So what does Psycho 1 do in this? I didn't get a double cycle one, unfortunately, no. Not like you did in Blue Burst. So, 19 health. Oh, it's a level 7? Which means I'm never going to use it, but... TP plus 8. Alright. Increases physical attack damage that you inflict by 1/3 of the sum of the TP of this card and the TP of the story card equipping this card. Oh, Jesus. And using tech costs 1 less action point. It loses 1 HP every time it attacks, but it has 19 HP. That's pretty insane, but very hard to use. It also attacks in a slash pattern. Yeah, that is very nice. I'm probably never going to be able to bring it on because it's level 7. You literally need a dice bonus to even use it, but nice to have. So yeah, I think we've actually went a bit longer today, actually. Keep it for a rainy day. So yeah, I think we'll end the stream there for today. So next stream will be on Wednesday, where we'll probably play a bit more Diablo 2 Resurrected. And then the weekend stream will either be PSU or PSO BB. Again, the PSP2 video, just as a reminder, will be on Tuesday instead of Monday. And then that'll be for members. And then for everyone else on Thursday instead of Wednesday for this week. Oh, thanks for the super chat, LGP. But yeah, as usual, if you enjoyed the stream, please consider liking and subscribing, join as a member on YouTube, or sub on or follow on Twitch. But yeah, hopefully see the PSP2 video on Tuesday, and then next stream on Wednesday. And again, GG for clutching that win out. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed seeing Ep 3 for a change as well. Yeah, see you guys on Wednesday for the next stream.